All right, let's get into it with our new TTS binding that Voile is launching in fall of 2023. We're mating a 2-pin tech toe with a Telemark heel system. Our version of TTS has 3 different activity positions. You can have more of a neutral position in the front, and as you go further back, it's more active. So you can stow the heel assembly on the heel, or you can rotate it all the way forward and you can remove it and put it in your pack. And then you've got a really light binding. So the total weight of the binding is 548 grams, including the heel assembly. But you can drop almost half that weight on your foot by putting the heel assembly in your pack. And thanks to our friends at Plume, they've branded a toe for us. And we've built this system to add our heel assembly and hook attachments. So our TTS has 3 different activity positions. You've got a neutral position for a more traditional Telemark feel, or you've got the middle position, moderate feel, and then you have the more active position in the back. So if you want to change that position, you rotate the heel assembly forward and remove the hooks. So you can change the position in the field easily, but you have to remember that if I'm going to go in the more, I was in the middle position here, if I'm going to go in the forward position, more neutral, you're going to have to spin these barrels forward. And again, we made this so that it's a little difficult to get out of here because we want it to be more secure. So the trick is you're going to rotate the heel assembly forward, push down, and then pull the hooks out. Just like that. So I'm going to move it to the forward position. And then because I was in the middle position, I'll have to back off these spring cartridges. My boot is a 325 millimeter boot sole, and I can use all of those positions. Some of the smaller boots, you can use 2 positions. The largest boots, you can use 2 positions. But we publish a chart that gives you all the rundown, but you can fit a lot of boot sizes with the binding. Now, one important thing to note is this cartridge set here is what we call a long travel cartridge, a longer cartridge, so you don't bottom out the spring. And for the smallest boots, we have a regular length cartridge that would fit, like, say, for example, size 23, 24 Mondo Point, 275 millimeter boot sole length. We'll offer the binding in 2 sizes, this being the large, and then we'll offer the binding in a small. The heel lever is new because it's cammed up onto the shelf of the boot, up onto the top of the boot. So we had to redesign that so it would be secure. So it has a little bit of a different geometry than you would typically see with like the switchback or the X2 heel. You can lock this off on the heel to walk uphill. Once you have that on your heel, you can just put your pole in there and then just click out of the heel. We'll sell the heel assembly separately so you can carry an extra in your pack. We call that a backcountry kit in case something went wrong. But the beauty of the binding is you've got the toe if you were to have an issue with the heel assembly, which we've never had any problems with it as we've tested it thoroughly. You could ski out on the toe. So let's take a closer look at the Crampon that accompanies the TTS binding. Thanks to our friends at Plume, they allowed us to use their design. The Crampon accompanies 110 millimeter width skis and is 130 grams each. It's heat-treated aluminum. Just drop it in the claw, and it straddles our heel attachment system here, this platform. The thing to remember is with Voile, we're always trying to make sure the product is incredibly lightweight. It's super reliable in the backcountry, simple in its design, so that it's easy to maintain.